Hey people, it is Wednesday, August the 21st. The time is 6:25 in the morning, and it's a refreshingly cool 12 degrees Celsius. Nice, brisk morning to help wake me up as I take another early morning walk into downtown. I see Allen Gardens up ahead. And that's Girard Street, so I'm going to head west for a bit on Girard. I'm going to make my way over to Church Street, I think. And the days are getting shorter. It's not quite as bright at this time as it would have been a month or so ago, which might have been around the last time I did an early morning walk, or maybe it was a bit less than that, but it won't be long before I'm walking in the dark again at this time. I am enjoying the cooler weather this morning. We've had a couple days of refreshingly cool temperatures after weeks of hot, muggy weather, and unfortunately the hot, muggy weather will be returning by the weekend. So I'll enjoy this while it lasts. And here is Jarvis Street. Famous Hooker Harvey's over there. Doesn't seem to be open yet. Some Toronto Metropolitan University buildings here as we walk along the northern edge of the campus. Imagine in the next couple of weeks this place will start to bustle with all the new students, and this car stopped in a very awkward sort of way. Here's a look into some of the campus. I'll probably do a video walking around the campus once the new school year starts. And most likely do the same thing at University of Toronto. All right, now here's Church Street. See, moon still quite high in the sky. I thought I'd take a side street over to Yonge here. This is McGill Street. There's a development proposal for that corner for a new residential tower, and it looks like things are moving. I saw some recent documents where that new proposal was reached a settlement agreement, so I think it'll be beginning quite soon. So this will take us through the McGill Arch up ahead, and then I'll cross Yonge Street. We'll head over to the west side and maybe I'll check out College Park. Nice old townhomes. And I think this is an apartment building. It's a very charming building. And these ones are quite nice as well. There's no name for this apartment building though. I'm not even 100% sure if it is an apartment building. And here's an awesome mural depicting the history of music on Yonge Street. Various well-known figures and bands who have played shows along all the various venues that used to line Yonge Street when it was the heart of the city's live music scene. That is no longer the case. The live music scene has shifted from Yonge Street to Yorkville, and then from Yorkville, I think, to Queen Street West, where much of it still remains to this day. But there are venues scattered around downtown now. They're not really concentrated. Mostly on the west side of downtown, and a few well-known places on the east side. And we're coming into College Park. Not much happening here other than a lot of chirping birds. And a few other human early birds besides myself. And dogs. The College Park complex over there. That's quite the huge big blank wall. I've never really taken too much note of that before. That's an awesome place for another big mural, really. I'm sure something could be done to liven that up. Especially looking right out onto a major downtown park. All right, now this will take us out onto Bay Street. It's getting brighter. think we're in for another cooler than average day today before the hot weather returns. I think sun is in the forecast. Caught that dog relieving himself. Pretty much the only dogs you see out at this time of day are with their humans, who are specifically taking them out for that very reason. Bitcoin right there. And now you can see the sun rising in the east. Some humorously named businesses along here: Moss Coffee and Kaka Sushi. Down Elm Street. The Bay bus heading north. You can see there are streetcar tracks on Bay, but there's no regular streetcar service on Bay Street anymore. You'll still see streetcars using these tracks though, just when they have detours, rerouting. from Dundas up to college, say. And the old bus terminal, still all sad and empty and derelict, awaiting its new lease on life as part of some sort of redevelopment eventually. Most likely with a tall residential tower plunked on top of it. Is Dundas. Dundas Square over in that direction. We're walking straight towards the financial district, but I'm not going to go quite that far. This is a nice building. Too bad it doesn't really offer much to the street that it sits on, though, other than looking nice. The Toronto Hydroelectric System building. This is nice. I've never really taken too much note of this in all my walks around this area. Big truck just emerging. And another big truck waiting to turn in. Are they going to let me go? Yep. Making sure the oncoming traffic knows that he's coming up from behind that other truck. That wouldn't be a good way to start the day, colliding with that thing. Backside of Old City Hall. And we have the newer City Hall. Not really new anymore, even though everyone still calls it New City Hall. If you look at an aerial or satellite view of Old City Hall, you'll find that there's a pretty large courtyard in the center of the building. And it's not being used for anything other than parking right now. If this building gets freed up and put to other uses, which I think is the plan, it housed courthouses for decades, which have now been moved over to the new courthouse beside the newer City Hall over in that direction. And there's been talk of converting the old City Hall into something like a Museum of Toronto, and some other ideas have been floated around. But that would be cool to see that courtyard opened up to people, because it's really a very cool spot that's not being used for anything interesting or fun right now. Sort of like the courtyard in the center of Philadelphia City Hall, for those who might have seen that. That's sort of the type of thing I was thinking. And there's Bay Street. Looking south. I think I have to cross right here. Got Ontario Line construction all along this part of Queen Street. Will be the new subway line. Well, I think I'm going to start to wrap up this early morning walk as we approach the intersection of Queen and Yonge. So I hope you enjoyed the latest installment in the early morning wanderings of the Ken Continuum around downtown Toronto. Leave a comment down below, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also be sure to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description down below where you can do so via my merch store, via PayPal, or you can become a channel member, or you can also send a super thanks to support the channel if you prefer to do it that way. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue